thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. Meticulous speech delivered by Toastmaster Ramesh in his first journey as a Toastmaster. The second speaker is Toastmaster Chockalingam. Before that, when I spoke to Toastmaster Chockalingam about the theme of the day, and then he sent me a message. It is so common in science to refute an existing theory. When I was studying 3rd standard, I learned there were 9 planets and now only 8 planets are available as per science, according to jokes. Before that, I am going to ask the target evaluator to explain about the
Toastmaster Chockalingam is giving his CC6 from the Competent Communicators Manual. His project objectives are use voice, volume, pitch, rate and quality to reflect and add meaning and interest to your message. Use pauses to enhance your message and use vocal variety smoothly and naturally. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to you.
15 boys and 1 cute girl. I'm not talking about my office because I mentioned 1 cute girl. So definitely not. I'm just talking about my grandfather and his 16 children. Yes, we heard it correctly, 16 children. 15 boys and finally a girl. A girl stopped the nonsense which 15 boys could not stop. Usually in India, couples will aim until a boy is born. But in my Tata's case, he aimed until a girl is born. Thank God he did not aim for an equality. Otherwise the count would have gone to 30. Just imagine about my party. When I was very young, I was very happy. Because I had lots of cousins, like 60 cousins. Yes, my grandfather produced a cricket team, like 16 members. And each 16 members produced a carrom board team. Absolutely, they are my Tata's blood. At least 4 kids for each of them. So at least 60 cousins. I was very happy. But when I became a bit matured enough to understand the overall workflow, like in 3rd standard, I was just astonished. 16 kids are. I got lot of questions in my mind. The very first question was, how he would have named each and every one of them. As far as I know, the best system for naming them is literal number system, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Had the government had allowed to keep number system as for naming, this would have been a normal day in my grandfather's house. Like, hey, number 1, come here, clean these stuffs. Hey, number 2, go and buy groceries. Hey, number 3, you go and buy vegetables. Number 5 and 6, come here. I always have a confusion between you two. Who is number 5 and who is number 6? Okay, number 7, come. We can go and get the doctor to deliver number 14. Unfortunately, government did not allow that. So he was pushed into a tough situation of naming each and every one of them. He made the task even simpler. He just took 8 easy names and kept it for 16 children. Don't get confused. He just added small and big in front of each name. Like Big Krishnan, Small Krishnan, Big Subbaya, Small Subbaya. That's all. Whenever we grandchildren meet for any functions, we used to play with these names, like puzzles and riddles. So the questions will be like, just arrange all the names in ascending order. Just arrange all the names according to their birth date. The easiest question will be like, what is the age gap between Big Subbaya and Small Subbaya? Easier, 10 months. When we are playing these games, my grandfather would be very proud. Finally, his achievement had some use. Now, coming to the second question. How on earth he managed to raise all these children? That too being jobless. Yes, man, he is jobless. 16 children. Obviously, a guy with 9 to 5 job cannot achieve this feat, as far as I know. Coming to the second culprit of the story. In fact, main culprit of the story, my party. The one very important question that I want to ask her is, how did you prepare breakfast for this entire gang? Even if she put dosa at Shoaib at speed like 154 dosa per hour, it would take 3 days to complete a single breakfast. My mother used to tell me her initial days in my father's house. She felt it to be a bit different experience for her, because she was not in a big crowd before. In her house there are only 14 members, excluding her father and mother. So when she first landed, usually it is the practice of senior guys to rag these junior guys. So the same thing happened. My aunties started ragging my mother. She got frightened when she went to my party and said, complain, they are ragging. My party will be like, hold on baby. Poor girl, she didn't know that I was the leader of the whole gang. I would promise that my party would be the most happiest person in this earth. Not just for having 15 daughter-in-laws, but for some other reasons. She was very happy. She gave more importance to her health, unknowingly. All the 16 deliveries for her were normal deliveries. If she had given a speech here, she would have get 10 out of 10 for delivery itself. In those days, people were very happy, very slow and relaxed. My tata was even slower than the BSNL broadband connection. Only after the third child born, he got the guts to go and ask the name of my party. Like, hey, by the way, I'm always calling you by hey, what is your name? My party got just shocked. She was not ready for the shock. She got blushed and she closed her eyes, and that's it. In the next 10 months, next child. Nowadays, people are very busy and they always wanted things to get finished quickly. Like they want everything to be quickly. Even the yoga or meditation, they want everything to be finished quickly. Actually, finishing quickly is the greatest problem of this generation. Our Tata's generation, like our grandfather's generation, they prepared a whole cricket team, like with substitutes. My grandfather. Our father's generation, they prepared a whole team for playing cricket. And now we are trying our level best to bring at least one player. He has no other choice just to play video games. If any couples in the audience, please just think about it. Give them a second player at least to play chess. Yours truly, yours friendly, Chockalingam Small Subaya. Over to you.